I am Yulia and I'm here in Vancouver, Washington. It is late April and I just want to talk about my little part of my front yard over here. So this used to be just bare when I moved in here about 2.5 years ago. There were a few ornamental shrubs and I took them out and replaced this area with mostly native plants. So these are plants that are native to the Pacific Northwest. There are a few plants that are not native. They're just ornamental and they're pretty and I let them still grow, and there's a few bulbs, so we'll get to that. So this right here is a salmon berry and I've had it for just under 4 years, and its first year it's been mowed over several times by my past landlord and it's regrown really well. It's transplanting by these root runners, like underground root runners. And I'm not an expert by no means on plants, just starting out with natives maybe 4 years ago. But I've always had a connection with plants since I was like 5. Okay, so anyways, here is its first blossom ever in its life. And they're gonna turn into like little, I think, berries, like salmon berries that are edible, obviously. So here it is. It's really pretty. But the last few summers, it's had like fungus on it, and I don't know why, so I hope it doesn't get that again. Over here we have wild ginger. So pretty. And of course, this is a columbine. I don't think it's native, but I just let them grow everywhere here because they're so pretty. But the wild ginger have really beautiful maroon flowers. Let's see if I can find one. So these are green still. I don't see any purple ones. Let me find some. Nope. But this is how pretty they are. They like split into 3 different petals. They're so pretty. Looks like a sea animal or something, sea creature. Nope, I don't see any purple ones. So, and this is a calla lily my mom gave me a couple years ago, still chilling in this pot over here. Some faded tulips. Over here, more columbines that are just starting out. This is California poppy, and it's gonna be bright orange. So California poppy is native. It's a really good plant that reseeds itself, and it's, I think, native from like South Canada or North America, or I mean the northern part of Washington to South California. So the whole western part of America is where I think they are native to. Here is a sword fern that I got from my neighbor, one of 5 or 6 sword ferns that I got from my neighbor. He was gonna throw them away and I took them, and this is their 2nd year and they're doing beautifully. But I think they might be planted too close to this guy. We'll see. Like I said, I'm not an expert. I literally just plant stuff and see what happens. So over here I have more ginger. So this one is right next to like a log that I just put here to kind of decompose and whatnot. But there is a flower over here. Oh, so beautiful. So this is wild ginger. Obviously, I don't eat it. It's just, it grows wild. It is native. So beautiful. We had just rained this morning. The leaves are still wet. Okay, what else? Here is more columbines, yeah. Here's my bird path. Okay, this right here is mock orange, and this huge guy, well, there's 2 of them. They started with 2 sticks that were given to me 2 years ago. So the original, here it is. This right here is the original tiny stick that started. It's so crazy. And then the second one is right here. This is the original stick. So this is 2 years old. And I believe, again, too close, but you know, they just do what they do. Okay, so this is native. This is, I think, considered a large shrub. And let's see if I could find some flowers. So these are the start to the mock orange flowers that are very fragrant. Last year's growth. Okay, so I'm just gonna come out over here. Let's see. This right here is calendula. This is a medicinal plant, so the petals can be eaten fresh or dried or distilled. I obviously haven't used them medicinally yet, but they are so beautiful and they attract lots of bees, so I've kept them. And here are some columbine flowers. Very beautiful. They're like bell-shaped. Okay. So here are some violets. I honestly do not know if this is the native one or not, but they are easy to pull, and I just kind of let them grow wherever they grow, just to fill in the area of the garden. So this is what it looks like. And then right here is snowberry, right over here. And snowberry, this little guy, started out also very, very small. And they just grow so fast. This is native. This is all over the forests and everywhere and whatnot. And then there I have another shrub right behind it that probably could be transplanted because it's way too close. I have this giant snowberry here, another smaller one over here, and then the mock orange. A few tulips that were here when I already moved in, so I just kind of let them grow. And then these guys over here, I think might be an invasive species. I think they might be called bluebells. I'm not sure. They are not a hyacinth. But they are just growing everywhere. I mean, they're really pretty, but kind of a nuisance. They're kind of popping up everywhere. And then over here I have a lot of self-seeded California poppy. That's all going to be so pretty here when they start blooming. These over here are foxgloves. So originally these guys started out as one plant that somebody gave me. Like, a lot of these plants are from plant exchanges and my friends and family that gave me this. So the foxglove started out as one plant and reseeded everywhere. So again, this is not a native variety. I don't believe it is, but it's also easy to pull, so you just kind of let it grow if you want. And if it's like really close to the driveway, I try to clean everything up and pull little tiny starts that are starting out here, because if they grow, they're just going to go right on the driveway and everyone steps on them. And it doesn't give you a neat look. Okay, so this is more of the violet. They are so beautiful, so I keep them. And then these guys, I forgot what they're called, but they're really pretty. Not native, but pretty to have. And then this is also a different variety of, I don't know what these are called actually, but they seem very similar to this. So I know most of my plants in my garden, but some I don't know. Like these are not native, so don't know what they are called. And that is my front yard.